Right, as you can see, we are in the airport again. And I know we're always travelling, we're always about, aren't we? But yeah, we're definitely heading off again. So let us get ourselves sorted, find out where we're going, get on the gate, get on the plane, and then we'll tell you what's happening.
Do you know where you're going?
Not yet. We're on the move. We've got to find gate 44. We've just been sat down waiting for the gates to come up. We're up at 52 at the moment, so we've got 44. So it's quite some walk to try and find where we're going. Manchester Airport is a huge airport. It really does take some getting around, but there's a lot of people live there as well, an awful lot of people. Well, I'm not going to tell you what's happened just yet. I'm going to leave you to guessing. But we actually didn't land, then we took off, and then we didn't land, and then we took off and we didn't land, and so on and so forth. And as you can see by the water on the road,
Doing so,
or in the airport,
managed to visit 2 countries.
Yeah, we've. We'll explain in a bit. We'll explain in a bit. Let's get through passport, and then we'll explain. Right, we've got luggage. We've got a huge suitcase with us, because we've got 2 in 1. We've both got our both luggage in one. We've had a bit of a rough start. We've got a big storm coming over. Storm Amy decided to hit the UK last night, and consequently we were flying very early this morning. We had to be at the airport for, well, 5 o'clock to get our flight for 6:15, and by the time it had got to Norway, which is where we are, Scandinavia, the storm had decided to follow us in. Plane did try and attempt to land, but Marta said she was up front and she could see the pilot. He was a very young pilot, and you probably find he might not have had the experience for landing in 90-mile-an-hour wind. So yeah, they pulled back up and took us to Stockholm.
Were you scared?
I wasn't, no.
I was.
Lots of people on the plane were oohing and ahhing, I must admit. I was just enjoying the ride. But yeah, we are in Norway, and after our little short stay in Stockholm in the plane, they wouldn't let us off because we were in the Schengen area, so we couldn't get off the plane. We had to stay on the plane for about 2 or 3 hours. We're now landed back in Norway. Well, we've landed here. And we were planning to pick up a camper van. That was an hour and a half ago. We can't now get it till Monday at 9 o'clock. So plans have changed. We're going to have to try and find a hotel in Oslo, and yeah, spend the day in Oslo tomorrow. I'll report back in once we start this thing properly. Okay, so we've got ourselves on a bus. Good job Marta's in charge of all this. And the reason she's going to be very in charge of this one is I've had nothing to do with this planning. She planned the flights. I don't think she planned the delays. We definitely didn't plan the weather. She's booked the van and everything. It's going to be a great camper van once we get it on Monday. So yeah, she's on the phone now doing a bit, and we've got a bus that's going to take us.
We could choose a direct bus that it's in an hour and a half, and we don't have an hour and a half, especially here. So we decided to go indirect to Fjord, and from Fjord we're going to take direct train to Oslo.
Right.
So hopefully that will save us a little bit of time, and I think it's cheaper as well.
But we're going into Oslo to find a hotel, are we, or are we going to find one somewhere?
Yes, we need to get to Oslo, and then we need to get to Oslo airport as close as to find a hotel, so because we picking up.
The airport we've landed in, which is Torp, is south of Oslo. The camper van, 2 hours away from main Oslo, and then you've got the camper van, which is just slightly northeast of, which is another airport, which is where the camper van is. So the plan was to land here, 2-hour drive on the train and the bus, whatever, to get to there to pick up our camper van. As it is now, we're heading into Oslo, then we're going to make up our mind because we've got luggage and that to get rid of, so we need to find a hotel, preferably I think as close as we can to the camper van, and then Monday morning we get the camper van. But it does mean we get a night in Oslo, or 2 nights, well, 1 day in Oslo, and we get to have a look around. And there is a particular hot dog stand or hot dog shop that I need to go and get a hot dog. It's the only pin I've got in Oslo. Oh, I've got 2 actually. One's a museum.
We're not ready for Oslo at all, because for Oslo it was like literally a plan to just to go and do the weekend in Oslo. So we literally didn't even look
We
to
got
Oslo. We know that there is a...
no planning for
From
Oslo
Harmony,
whatsoever.
isn't it?
It'll be
There
all right.
is.
We've only got a day. We can walk around for a day and just have a look around and see what's there. It basically means our van trip is going to be 2 days short. So whatever we were planning, which wasn't a lot because it's such a big place, is Norway, that we're not going to get around. It's going to, I think our first day Monday is just going to be an 8-hour drive to get us over to somewhere where there's a few pins on our map that we've got to do. Heading towards Bergen, I think. There's a couple of big waterfalls. You don't want to miss them because they're epic. The 2 massive big walks we wanted to do, we're not going to have time to do. So we're just going to make it up. We're just going to try and enjoy ourselves. I've got my camera gear. If you want to follow the photography channel, there might be some photography on there as well. But at the moment, I'm just planning on trying to get rid of all this baggage.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And
Let's
try
get
and
rid
find
of
a
the
hotel.
heavy-
Right, so we've managed to bag a bus.
So
We're on a small
they're
bus.
doing
There's quite a few of us at the airport, at the bus station, and we
They're
couldn't get the
doing
next bus up to the
a
central. So
direct,
what we decided was to jump in a smaller bus.
airport.
And there's a young lady there who flagged the bus down as we come along. Am I distracting you? I'm distracting her. The Polish, we've got a Polish driver, so she's well happy. You're not going to believe this, but we've just been told to get out of the building. We just needed to find a coffee, and the coffee was the most important thing to find. Absolute desperate for a coffee. And as I was getting my raincoat out of my suitcase, the fire alarm's gone off. Oh, they're apologising. We're welcome back in now. There's no fire. It's obviously a false alarm. But yeah, we just had to come outside. This holiday is going to be one of them. Well, the good thing is though, they serve hot dogs, and this is not the hot dog I wanted, but it's definitely a hot dog. It's definitely going to do. Not the one I wanted. We need to go to the special shop. That's tomorrow's utmost urgency.
In your mouth.
Shove it in my mouth.
Shut up.
Oh yeah. So needed this. Oh, really needed this coffee. It's been a long time. We got up at 3 o'clock this morning to get to the airport for 4, so we can catch our flight for 6:15. Like I say, it didn't land in Tork, Oslo. It landed Copenhagen, and then we had to sit in the plane for probably, I don't know, at least 2 hours. And then they decided they were going to bring it back, and if he couldn't land in Tork, he was going to take it up to the other airport above Oslo. As it is, he managed to land in Tork. So since then, we've managed to bag ourselves a quick bus ride up to the bus station, and then from the bus station, we couldn't get the main bus we wanted to, which was going to bring us here to Central. So we managed to bag a 12-seater cab that came around the corner. One of the girls, like I say, she flagged it down, and he said, yeah, we can do that. So it cost us 20 quid each, 260 NOK, Norwegian kroner, to get here. So now we're here, we're only in the central station, and we're right in the middle of Oslo. And this is where the adventure is going to start, I think, for this weekend, until we can pick up the camper van. So I'm going to try and video what we're doing and where we're doing. But first of all, we still got to bag ourselves, and we still got to get ourselves a hotel. And I really need to get rid of my bags, or we need to find a hotel and come back. It's not been a good start. Oh, and also, while I was on the plane, I sat on chewing gum. So we've had a fire alarm, sitting on chewing gum. We got a bus that wouldn't go to where it wanted to do. The other bus was nearly cancelled, and we had a flight that didn't go to where it was supposed to go. It's been a good start so far. She's looking for something in her bag. She's looking for a power pack. I'm going to mention these power packs some point in this video, but we've got these brand new power packs from Inu. This one's a 25,000, and I've got a 20,000, I think. Super fast charging. Very, very good. Very impressed so far. Oh, we'll talk about them later on. Yeah, they've got a lanyard on them and everything, but I'll talk about them later on. So we've just done a booking. We've just booked a hotel right up close to where we're going to be picking up the van Monday, which means we've got an hour to kill here. We're going to have a bit of an hour walk around, see if we can make our way down to the river and have a bit of a nose down there, because it's well good. So you've got an innie and an outie.
So innie when I'm charging, and outie when
no,
I'm
innie,
charging.
innie when you're charging, outie, and then so you've got USB-C, USB-A, and a USB-C charging. You're also on the front there, you've got a display. Look at this. I know I was going to show you later on, but it says 99%, and also this little lanyard turns into a charging thing, but yeah, I'm going to show you that later on. I'll show you that later on. You know how when you get out and you want to go on these trips and these holidays and things just don't go to plan? Well, we're really having a mare. Right, we've just been down to the lockers. They've found some lockers inside the bus terminal, and yeah, the lockers, you can't actually open them. You have to have a degree in science, and we haven't got one. It was offering us an hour, which isn't quite enough. So now we're walking down to the harbour area, down to where the Opera House and that is, because it looks pretty. Well, we can't rent bikes because we've got everything on us. So we're actually walking with all our gear, and I've got a suitcase that weighs 20 kilo, and we got to walk for 16 minutes. So like I say, things aren't quite going to plan at the moment. I do hope tomorrow's going to be a nicer one. There's a big bridge up in front of us. We need to get on that bridge. At least we can probably get a... I'm not worried about stairs. Well, I'm not carrying this upstairs. Whose idea was it to come on already with a massive girt suitcase? Right, we've got to make our way to that bridge up in front of us, and then we need to be the other side of those buildings because I recognised them from the other side when we came in on the bus. Yep, stairs. Stairs and a 22 kilo bar or 20 kilo bag. What are we doing? And you know, I said we were lucky because it wasn't raining. Yeah, I lied, it is raining. Let go. Right, we're up on the bridge anyway. I'm out of breath now. It's actually quite a cool bridge, to be honest. But the metal bits, don't stand on the metal bits. We're going over the top of the train station. I'm out of breath. And there's a lot of train tracks. A hell of a lot. We're just looking at these buildings as we come down. Really, really modern looking architectural buildings. Proper photography stuff, I think, for some architectural photos tomorrow. So again, if you want to jump on over to the old photographic channel, there'll be a video on there at some point. It never lines up with this one, but there will be a video on there.
It's going to be like a year after.
Yeah, probably be a year after. No, it won't. I'll try and get it out a bit quicker, but these are awesome looking things, these are. We're nearly at the water. At last. Look at that for a building though, look at that. Just look at the shape of that building. How cool is that? If that was in the UK, they'd build it up big and square and they wouldn't put a top on it, but they've actually made it look like an old shaped building, even though it's a new building. I like that. I think that's really cool. And I know I'm not here to look at buildings, I'm here to look at all the massive fjords and all that stuff. But at the moment, we're in the city. What?
We're in Oslo.
Oh, here we're in Oslo.
Yay.
So we've got museums down here, there's all sorts. Oh, look at this. This is what it's going to be like. It's going to be, look at this, look at this, look at this. Really obviously modern building. And they look like they're built on stilts. They're actually in the water.
How did you arrive to home by boat?
That
Where
is
did
just,
you park it up? Or just
well, it is,
outside
yeah,
home?
because the steps go down, literally the steps go down into the water.
Modern dip? Why not? Would you do the modern
That's
dip?
pretty mad. And like I say, these are definitely modern new buildings, but we are down at the water's edge. This is where tomorrow's expedition is going to start, I think, somewhere down here. And I think that's the museum, and we want to be on the other side where see that white building in that corner? That's where we need to be. I was just trying to work out what all these wigs were for, blah, 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 and then I realised we're actually stood next to the Opera House. Like I said, as if by magic, we're now outside the Opera House, and there's lots of wigs that they obviously wear for the opera. Now, this is going to be just a little bit of a whistle stop, because we are coming back tomorrow, and I want to explore it a lot more tomorrow without all the gear in our hands. You can see by the colour of the sky how grey it is. Look at the sky. This is what we had to come into, so it's pretty bleak. But this building here, this has got a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a secret behind it, and it's pretty cool. Can we do it with a suitcase? I think we'll have a go. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So it looks like one of tomorrow's activities. If you look over there, there's like a little blue triangle thing, and if you look in the windows at the bottom of that, there's people in there with no clothes on. Now they might have swimmers on, but they might not as well. But those things over there, they're saunas, and then basically I'm guessing you do the sauna and then you jump in the drink, and that's going to be really cold, and then you get back in the sauna. I can't believe we're taking this suitcase up this path, and there's no cycles and no skateboards. So if I lose the suitcase going up here, it's going to fall down the bottom, it's going to kill somebody. We're now on the roof of the Opera House with a suitcase.
No, we're going to get towed off for this.
It's getting heavy as we're walking uphill. It's like going mountain climbing. It's not only uphill, it's windy as well. Well, it looks like we're going to the top of Everest now. But we're not at the top. It goes up even further. Look at that sky though. My God, that sky is looking black.
It's gonna open.
It's looking really black. Can you imagine what the wind was like this morning when we were trying to land that plane? The troll, there's a big troll over there, we'll see that tomorrow. I hope you're taking note of all these things I'm going to show you tomorrow. And there's those buildings we just walked through over there. But yeah, we do need to head up there.
We've got autumn.
So I don't know whether it's meant to be, but anyone that knows Oslo or Norway or anything, is that supposed to be Braille? Because if it is, that's super cool, because I'm guessing if you look at that, there's a lot of dots and dits and dots, or dimples and pimples and stuff, and then this one's different, and then this one's plain. I'm guessing that if you run your hands across that, if you're blind, you can actually read that. So I need to look it up, but if you know, let me know in the comments, because that's really super cool. We're on the top. I think this is high as we can possibly go on our rooftop mountain, and from up here you get a complete view of all the city, if you like. So if you go down there, saves me pushing it, you can catch it.
No, we're gonna get towed off. Hold on.
Dare I push it down the hill to see if she can catch it at the bottom? Walkies! Walkies! All yours. The clouds are coming, the rain's coming in. Okay, going down's even steeper than going up. So if you've got slippery shoes, it's not advisable to be walking on this roof. And it's definitely not advisable to let go of this suitcase, because I'd take out everybody on the way down. So can you see by the slope there, that's the actual gradient that we're on. The camera's actually held quite straight at the moment, quite level. Yeah, it's pretty steep. Ha! Selfie time.
Sorry.
Come on, Dora. There she is, just there. I'm going to knock her over. Bird, 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 bird. More bird, 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 and bird. They're going in the water. See if I can zoom in on you. See the girls over there, they're going in the water.
Let's see whether we need to book that in.
You need to jump in, but they're not jumping in. She's just climbed in and climbing back out. Has she got a top on? I reckon you should need to jump on the end of that and see if you can make that lady jump up in the air. If you jump up and down on there, I reckon you can see if you can jump that lady up and down. Jump. I can't believe you pretended to step on it. Jump. Jump.
Well, you can...
As if it's going to move.
Come on, you finish.
As if it's going to move.
Move it. Telling you. There is a vibration.
It does a little bit, but it's not going to jump, is it? Here comes the rain, it's starting to rain and it's going to come down heavy. We're going to go round to the saunas to find out if we need to book them or whether we can just turn up tomorrow. But that's where they are there. Look, you can see the saunas right on the end there. It would be quite a good little experience to do it, I must admit. Get all nice and warm and toasting and jump in that cold, 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 cold water. There's your sauna. Bad Stafforing. Bad Stafforing. So we're right over now next to the saunas, and you can see all these nice little wooden structures that they've put up next to the water here. So you can get in there and have a warm up. There's one down here as well with a bit of a glass door and you can see inside, but I'm not sure if it's members only type of thing. It sort of said members only on the billboard, so she's just having a bit of a read. Apparently it's going to be a lot less rain tomorrow. The storm's going to be blowing over a bit more, so keep our fingers crossed that we should be all right. She's suggesting that we go now. Instead of being in the rain, let's go in the sauna now.
Yeah.
So we've got all our waterproofs on. I've got 3 bags wrapped around my neck and around my arms, and she wants to go in the sauna now. Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? This boat as well, this Oslo fjords cruise, is really cool, and I could see it from the other side of the fjord where we were sitting on top of the opera house. Now it's got this crisscross white design as it goes sort of snakes up, and I think the idea behind that crisscross is it sort of mimics that rooftop we've just been on. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I mean, I'm completely wrong, but I'm guessing it is.
And you didn't send it, I took a picture.
Oof, it's got to that time of night. It's starting to get dark, and both of our fuses are getting shorter and shorter. Both of our fuses are getting shorter and shorter. Mine definitely is, but hers is as well.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes.
No.
See, look at her. Listen. Remember, she's Polish. When she starts, she starts. It's like not just a firework going off. It's like a whole armada. We're at the Centralston station, so we're here to try and find a train, try and find a bus or something to get us. I like that clock. Yeah, to try and get us to this hotel, because the rain is really coming quite a lot now. Like airports, I do not like train stations or big bus stations, because it's all down to reading and taking in all these numbers and names and stuff like that. And what makes it even harder when you're dyslexic, trying to put all the words together, and you're trying to read quicker and slower than other people, trying to read as quick as other people, which you can't, and in a different language. It's even harder because you're trying to decipher which is the English and which is not English. And when you're dyslexic, they both look the same. You can't read the English or the non-English. 1 to 12, we're looking for 13, 13, 14, 13 is over this way. I've got that in minutes. Oslo Airport, it says. Oslo Airport? Is that the one we're going to? Oh yeah, Lofoten. Lofoten. See, now if we'd got if we got an aeroplane all the way to land in Lofoten, Oslo, we could have probably walked to the hotel. We could have probably walked to the van pickup, and the plane might have had a pilot he could land in.
That's why I said to you, remember when I said I was going to choose the airport?
Yeah, because when he picked another airport, I'm like, hold my breath, because I thought he was going to get ours. I went, no.
Let me grab something to eat here.
Yeah, we need food, because we're not going to get any tonight, because it's bed and breakfast, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll stand down here in the cold. Oh, I've got to try and let my fuse go off this week, because I know what I'm like, very short-tempered. I've just been looking on the maps. And finding direction, what you do is you go on your Google Maps and then you put in where you're trying to get to, and then put in public transport, and then if you put in public transport, it gives you a list of options of trying to get here. Dora's back now. She's just been shopping for some food. What have we got? Food for tonight and 2 tickets. Tickets and food. How much was it? Don't ask. I'll find out later on. It doesn't look good. I bet you cannot guess what the announcement just said. I dare you. I dare you to guess what the announcement just said.
We already had a fire.
All trains are disrupted due to basically the weather, water and things on track. So we're now waiting for a train. We've just paid £25 each, equivalent of £25 each, single, to get us to the hotel. That means to come back tomorrow morning is another £25 each. That's £50 just for a train trip back into Oslo tomorrow. And we need to return tomorrow. So that's £100. We'll do some research if we can get a cheaper one, but honestly,
today,
this,
I just want to get
we're kind of hoping, because of the disruption, because we didn't land and because we've had a problem and lost our transport and stuff like that, you know, because like I said, we should have picked up a camper van this morning, that the insurance might help, but we won't know till we get back. But yeah, we're now waiting for delays. This day is just not getting better. Well, we'll send them an email and see what happens. This is not going well, because it now looks like it's just come up on the screen as closed up above us there. So we're now having a problem and seeing if we can actually get to where we're trying to get to. Right, we need to try and find somebody or something. I don't know. Is there no one to speak to?
No.
Right, we've just had a notification up on the train station. All trains have stopped. There's no trains operating towards the airport whatsoever, which is where we're trying to get to for the hotel.
Not on the airport.
Well, everywhere. All trains are stopped due to disruptions on the track. So we are now sitting.
It's not disruption on the track. It's lack of communication between the traffic tower and the rest of the trains.
So yeah, we're sitting ducks. We're just here now.
Well, that's pretty.
The glass floor. Right, we're looking for information centre because we need to try and find out what we're going to do, because we do need to get to this hotel. We've paid for tickets now. Can we reimburse the tickets? Can we get a train? Can we get a bus? Can we get a hire car? Can we get any way of getting there? And I must add that this half of the train station is very nice. It's like a little, it's a visitor centre. It's not information, is it? Where's the information gone? We're now lost.
That's what we were looking for.
Is that what it is? Oh, Oslo Visitors Centre, which is the information centre, which is closed. That's handy then, isn't it? Look at this, I'm in heaven here. Look, sweets, 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 chocolates, sweets. No, we can't afford them, that's for sure. Definitely can't afford them. But this is really pretty. Look at this station. This is part of the old station by the looks of it. Really smart, really, really nice. I like all these coloured glasses that are up there. Right, so we've just had a look on the tickets. The tickets are valid till the 1st, I think, 26. So it means we can use them for tomorrow morning. So now all we need to do is just try and find a way of getting to this hotel. So leave it with us and I'll get back. I'll report back once I find out what on earth we're going to do.
So
We came from, well, we go into, so the plan was to... Are you ready?
Are we ready? I'm so ready.
I am so ready too.
Roommate.
Roommate. cold in here. There is a bath
We
there.
are here. Oh, look at that, Olswater. How on earth? I've got to show you this. I've just travelled half the way around the world and there's a picture on the wall of Olswater. It looks like one of the pictures I've taken in the UK. That's crazy. Yeah, this is our little room. This is it. We've got bed and breakfast. This is what we managed to find. We've got toilet and we just need to find the shower. Oh, big shower. Shower's behind the door. We definitely need tea and coffee.
You're gonna go downstairs.
Have we got to pay for it? Oh my God. We just paid for the taxi from the train ticket covered us to get to the airport and it's 7 kilometres from the airport to here. It just cost us £35. 7 kilometres. Ridiculous. I do hope that the transport insurance is going to help cover this because it's been extremely, yeah, my spleen. You might as well cut out a spleen and pay for it with that. We've got a handful of tickets. We're gonna sit down and have something to eat and then we're gonna say goodbye because we're done. We really are. Been done, have done and been done. We left the house at
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock this morning, so yeah. See you in a moment. Not had a shower, not had anything to eat yet. We've got no kettle in our rooms. We can't even have a brew, and we're too scared to go downstairs and ask if we can have a coffee.
Stop it.
Don't think we can afford it.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
It's just Norway's expensive. We know Norway's expensive, but oh my God, is it expensive? It's just unbelievable, the prices. As you can see over there, we've got 2 baguettes on the table over there. That cost us.
An arm and a leg.
It cost us 2 kidneys, a lung, and a femur, just to have 2 baguettes for our tea. I've just plugged everything in, so everything's on charge at the moment. What we've been using today, getting our little power banks charged up. Those power banks are awesome, by the way. So I probably won't talk about them in this video, but I will talk about them tomorrow because they're fantastic little things. They really are good. They've charged up Marta's phone to 90% in about 15-20 minutes. Just unbelievable power.
And then
they're
there
so
is still
good.
70% in it, so that means
it's really,
I can
really good.
charge her
So
up
I will
3 times.
I will talk about them, and if I've got any discounts, I'll put them on the next video for you. But yeah, I'm just monging out on the bed for 5 minutes because it's a very, very small room. We've got nowhere to put anything. I've had to open the suitcase in the bathroom. We're just having a look through the timing so we can put in a report to the Ryanairs and to the insurance to see if we can get any of this money claimed back that we've missed and lost and had to spend out. So fingers crossed, we'll keep you updated if we do in a future video maybe. I think this is about as good a time as ever just to say goodbye. And hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, is going to be a lot better and a lot more fun. We haven't got to carry all our baggage because obviously we've got the room for 2 nights. If we don't walk the 50 miles back, we're gonna have to get back into Oslo and then we're gonna have a walk around. We're gonna try and do a sauna.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna try and do a sauna and we'll have a look round, properly have a look round. And I'm going for my hot dog, no matter what happens tomorrow. My proper hot dog from the little shack.
So you hot dog, my sauna, no matter what tomorrow.
No matter what. So yeah, please thumbs up, give us that like and subscribe.
But do you want to see any more disaster? Stay tuned.
If you want to see some more disasters, yeah, part 2 might be just as bad. You never know.
No, it's going to be
we'll
awesome.
See.
No,
Fingers
it's going to be awesome.
Fingers crossed it can't get any worse. Touch wood. Ciao for now. See you soon. And do drop us a comment. Let us know what you think of this one. Have you ever had a disaster yourself? Have you ever had one of those trips that just didn't go to plan? Just out, not out, if you know what I mean. All out and out and out.
Out.
Ta-da.
Bye-bye.